FXBros.
We are Sunday live. I think YouTube updated the dashboard. It was weird. I didn't have me log in, but looking at these forex pairs, we've been heavy on AU and UJ. Short UJ because the dollar is falling. There's supposed to be a lot of money getting pumped into the market from the Fed on December 12th, which was Friday. So I'm guessing that should start to show its presence with volume and price fluctuations on the dollar and in stocks when come Monday. It might not be that soon with stocks though. We might see that in January because they actually have to do something with the money. It ain't gonna be no instant, but it's possible that investors could push certain companies and certain pairs in a direction that is profitable for all parties. The stock market mostly is up, unless if you shorten it, but you could be on any side in forex and make money. So with the dollar falling, which we should see happening way before the stock market gets a hold of that cheap money, we can short UJ and go long on AU. As you can see, UJ has a lot of potential bearish movement and levels that it can reach for. We are kind of like in some kind of weird ass little channel situation, flag, how we're gonna call it. That being said, it does look like there's a potential for us to continue higher, but that would need we would need a bullish dollar for that to happen. Usually, especially from going from 155 all the way to wherever we go to, I guess 170, 172. Yeah, that'll be crazy. And with the Fed starting to add more money in there, that usually weakens the dollar because more money out there in circulation is less rare. You got something rare, one of one, it's worth a lot of money, but it's one of 12 million, and don't nobody really want that. What's up, brother?
What up? What up?
Nothing much. Looking at these charts.
Yeah, still been in buys in Asia, so
Yeah, my
yeah, great.
buys and you are lovely. Let's see. I'll set this previous weekly low. Let's see what 50% of that looks like. So we can get our range. Looks like we got it right up in here. Damn. Take that off. Put that on to the full hour. Look like AU is rejecting 50% levels, as you can see. We started Sunday off with this gap down and a wick down, but it didn't break any structure and it finished actually bullish, filling in that gap. We can see the market is already starting to slightly sell off. But we have strong structure that we have to break from. We do have a nice move to the downside. I mean, if it does, but like I said, that would mean that the dollar is going up, which I'm not sure if that's the true direction in the future of the dollar. For this market to have to eat into all this buying, yeah, we would have to see a crazy increase in the dollar. And I just don't see that doing that with the Fed. The Fed starting to inject more money into the economy. So, like I was saying, that usually tanks the dollar. When there's more dollars in circulation, it's less valuable. So you should want to take all pairs according. Anything with the USD in front of it, short it. UJ, shit. What else? Is that the only one?
What's the only one?
The UJ is that the only forex pair that's highly talked about or popular with the dollar as the what's that, the quoted? Or the
Is GJ the same?
huh?
GJ, UJ, and GJ?
But I'm just saying, like, where where the dollar is the first currency in the pair, like the base currency. I think that's what it is. I think it's the base of the quoted currency. Let me see. I think it's the base. Yeah, the first thing is the
Yeah.
base, and the quoted currency is the second one. So base would be USD quoted in yen. Like, how many other pairs that is tradable? That's the base is the dollar. Like, it ain't no UE, like US dollar and the euro. It's the other way around. It's EU, it's
Right.
GU, it's AU.
Hmm.
You know what I'm
Hey.
saying?
Yeah. No, I feel you. I don't know.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I just thought about that. But yes, we're in sales for UJ overall. I am trying to take this all the way down to 154. We'll see how that pans out, but I think I forgot how many pips it was, but it was a crazy ass amount. Let me see. Um, let's see, UJ. Oh, I didn't set this 154. Oh, that shit. On the weekly, I think that's what I was looking at. Yeah, that gap. 48. Look like 750 pips. Nothing too
To the
crazy.
upside
Huh?
or to the downside?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh yeah, UJ. Yeah.
Yeah, UJ. Following the dollar. Dollar going all the way down here. Think that it can happen. We got targets. As far as for AU, I didn't think. I mean, I ain't gonna say I didn't think, but we did touch the pandemic gap. I thought we was gonna kind of fill that in a little deeper, but we actually touched it. It took a long time, and it took tariffs. That was April. It took the tariff talk to really scare and get that touch and that rejection out. But as far as the upside, a good question. It's a lot. It's a lot it could do. Look at the weekly. I can say at the very least, just to call an easy number out there, 69 cents. But I already kind of rejected that here, kind of had an early rejection here, and then another rejection here. So 69 look like a target that it might want to fight through, but it's actually a strong supply area or resistance. So we got big targets we can reach for, especially if we break out of this 67.10 area, 67.15, which we're about roughly 60 pips away from. So that's a possibility. Yeah, 69. I can see that. That last little bit of clean traffic right there to the left. I can see a 69 on the daily. See there's any gaps up there. Not on the weekly. Kind of, sort of. Do, 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 do. I like that. Try this out as a little range. Can reach up in here. See what we have the potential to do. But nonetheless, currently sitting here for AU. We just want to continue with that little structure that is building. It's like the first time we had some real pullback action coming in. So I want to say I got my last little bit of stop losses. Right up under the previous weekly low, that's 66.04. So I just want to make sure we kind of hold that 66.30, 66.20, in that range. As long as we hold that, we should be good. Any other pairs you in on as far as forex? I think that boy at school said he was on GG or something.
Oh no, just AU,
Just AU?
AU buys.
Gotcha. You just don't look that bad. Bitcoin. Playing with them. Oh, that shit, boy. Caught it so good, nigga should have shorted that bitch, but who knows? It's all looking in the hindsight. I mean, we did have bearish engulfings on the daily, fought like a motherfucker the whole structure, and finally broke with a bearish engulfing again. Yeah, I think it definitely could have shorted Bitcoin. I ain't gonna lie to you. Ether slowly building up, 2%. Tesla, this is 5 hours. Got the hour settings on. Huh. Load.
You on that, bro?
Yeah.
Okay. But you was looking at the news?
Nah, I had to do a refresh on the on my chart, so I just clicked off of it. But I'm back on.
All right, got it.
I was trying to see if it was gonna show like any kind of pre-market news, but I guess that won't start to show up until like London session, as far as for like the stocks. But yeah, let's take a look at the news right quick, see what we got coming up this week. Should be good. Hold on one second.
All right.
I'm back. Okay, Sunday. We already had Chinese yuan. And the news come out. Unemployment rate still sitting steady at 5.1, which is crazy, especially for a country as big as China. Um, retail sales is dropping. So everybody going through it, man. Everybody talking about a superpower switch, but we all going through it. Monday morning, NY Empire State Manufacturing Index coming out. And we have consumer confidence change for AU, which is crazy, from a 2.8 to a consensus of 0.2. I guess the confidence is fading in Australia, but I know they had a little serious situation, a terrorist attack and all of that. So our thoughts and prayers go out to Australia. I think it was Sydney.
Yeah, that's crazy. I ain't hear about that.
Yeah, man, I be listening to the news and shit on the radio, NPR.
Yeah, for
And of
sure. I
course, they
don't be on
start
them
running in
hoes.
about all the terrorist attack situations and all that stuff. So,
Yeah.
yeah, let's talk about that. I think it happened at a beach too. Crazy shit, like weird. Um, Tuesday. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, bro. But Tuesday, December 16th, we got a boatload of news coming out, and also
Yeah, that look
NFP,
crazy. What?
non-farm payroll, coming out on Tuesday. What's going on? And on the 16th, like, why is this not the first? What they trying to
Uh, I have no clue.
do? Ooh, these niggas tripping. Wednesday, yeah, that shit fucked me up. Wednesday, retail sales, 7:30 in the morning, month over month, year over year. Got sales excluding autos, excluding gas and autos, yada yada yada. No previous data. This is all month over month for November. I don't know why they don't have no previous data. I guess because the government shut down. I'm not sure. They fucking with us right now, y'all. This shit is not going as planned.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
Thursday,
crazy.
December 18th, CPI inflation rate. No previous data. Consensus.
Wait, CPI is on a Thursday?
Bruh, what's really going on? Jobless claims, core inflation rate, and CPI on Thursday. And then the yen is getting their interest rate decision, and they at 0.5, and the consensus is 7.5.
Wow.
Oh man, sell the house. If they really drop, boy, sell everything and put it on yen, UJ. That shit should tank the market. And then on Friday, we got existing home sales and Michigan consumer sentiment. And I don't know what's going on. I don't know if this is a typo or mistake, but non-farms payroll on a Tuesday on the 16th. Like, that shit crazy, bro. I gotta ask AI. because I can't talk to Jerome. Fuck.
That's a fact.
Yeah, man, let me ask AI real quick, see if they know something. Man, so what is that, a Tuesday? Yeah, it's a Tuesday like a mother weird ass day. See what the hell going on. You thinking too long, AI. That bitch think I'm gonna answer to give us some bullshit. It's not the typical first round. Instead, it was rescheduled due to disruptions from the 2025 federal government shutdown. A federal government funding lapse occurred in October and early November, shutting down many federal agencies, including the BLS, which could not collect or publish labor data during that period because crucial survey data couldn't be gathered while the government was closed. The October 2025 employment situation report was outright canceled and could not be retroactively collected. As a result, the November jobs report, originally scheduled for Friday, December 5th, was pushed back to Tuesday, December 16th, to give the BLS time to compile and process the combined data. Who is the BLS? Bull
No
likely
clue.
shitters? I don't know.
I'm not
Oh, Bureau of Labor Statistics. Oh, yeah. So there's the answer. They needed more time. It was supposed to come out on December 5th. Because we didn't get nothing, right? And that's crazy that we've been so focused on stock market. What was December 6th? I think that was when that Walmart play closed, huh? December 5th. Yep.
it
That was
was.
that Friday. So we was not worried about that shit. We was thinking about Walmart.
Facts.
That's crazy. Okay. Well, that's your answer. Once the backlog is cleared, the schedule reverts to its usual rhythm. The December 2025 jobs data will be released Friday, January 9th. NFP. Damn. That's crazy. See, AU is fighting that 50% weekly range. That's good. We want it to stay above that. I mean, it could dip down. It could even build structure, but as long as it's building bullish structure up under that, that would actually be a good area to add a position to for AU. As far as UJ is 7 off. I'm not gonna say you missed the opportunity, but matter of fact, hold up. I might add another sale. Let's see. Actually, add some more money. I'm gonna chill out because I'm kind of big on that position. I was about to add another sale. It's a good time to add a sale for UJ if you're not in it, or if you are. Just gave us a bearish engulfing on the 4-hour. Daily is following suit. Yeah, I would say add sales. If it doesn't, if it respects this low, then kind of have a tight, either take profit or stop loss. Let you give you a trailing stop loss because we should break through this because this sell-off didn't break this low, so this one should. If it doesn't, then we might be either in a turnaround scenario, but like I said, that's all following the dollar. So as long as the dollar is not pushing bullish, breaking structure to the upside, then UJ should be good for sales. Let's take a look at some stocks right quick. Yeah, Lyft is not looking real good. It's not horrible, but I know a lot of profit was given back. Let's look at the daily. That bullish candle kind of held its own though. Friday didn't close. Didn't attack any of the open or the lows of the previous day, so that's a good sign. Kind of held at 50% of the previous day. So if we get a bullish gap open, that'll be nice. We got clean traffic to the left on the daily for Lyft. Microsoft, pretty much same scenario. It's just kind of in the dumps. Like I said, we were going long on Microsoft, but that one is going to expire. Oh, it already did. Yeah, Microsoft expired Friday. So I think the baby is going to expire tomorrow. I mean, this next Friday on the 19th. And then everything else is Christmas gift expiries that are looking like coal right now. Like we about to get a lot of coal for Christmas. On these option expiries, but Microsoft definitely needs some love shown. Like I said, I know that the government, or not the government, the Fed is putting money into the markets, but I don't think us as investors will see the increase from the market. So until then, kind of like how Trap and other analysts kind of mentioned, we're gonna see a lot of choppiness, some consolidation, probably more pullbacks, while all these companies get all their funds together, get these loans together, get the previous debt or current debt refinanced, so they can see more cash on hand, to put into future plays. Whether it's going to be, AI or just however they see fit to grow the business, change the business, diversify, yada, yada, yada. And then we should see news headlines. It's going to push markets, earning reports, and just overall, just continued revenue growth. I'm starting to see that the whole earnings situation, like that's cool, but I think revenue is way more important than earnings because earnings could fall into the category that you just raised $2.5 billion. You ain't make nothing. You ain't sell nothing. You ain't get nothing from no customers. You just raise money and you earn that money. Government gave you some money, like all that's earnings. They fall into the earnings tab. So that could easily be falsified, but that revenue is where it's at. And we may not see that coming to fruition until January, February. December is pretty much done. So I'm not going to say just because the government turned back on the money printers December 12th that the market is just going to pop on Monday. It would be nice because we're down on a lot. Tesla actually not bad. And it's about to reach a level that it had. Yeah, it's about to make an all-time high if we keep on this bullish run. We don't have that much left to go. So Tesla is not that bad. Oracle and Broadcom, as you can see, Broadcom lost over the weekend too, just like Oracle had that drop. But we sold off all week. Broadcom just had the same thing happen to them overnight. I saw the news reports. I think they had, and they beat their earnings. They beat it on both sides, earnings and revenue. It was some news said, and yeah, it brought them down a good bit. 9%, Oracle down 4%. Yeah, that sucks. I think Oracle is starting to get into that political type situation where we don't want to mess with that until they get all that shit figured out. But we're already in the game. I didn't really peep the connection with Oracle and other players in the market, but Oracle is definitely getting contracts. They're definitely building out data centers. Definitely a big dog in AI, but they do have a lot of branches that's tied to other shit that is affecting them right now. So we'll see what next week does. Nike, I'm in. Had a nice little push up out of this consolidation. They actually have an earnings call coming up on the 18th on Thursday. And I think my expiry is on the 26th tonight. I have to check. So we might, well, I ain't gonna say we might. They've been doing good on earnings though. Been at the last two. Let's see, yep, 26, Christmas, day after Christmas. So we might see some good news from Nike, something that Oracle couldn't do. I'm learning about these these earnings. It's very sketchy. It's like I said, like NFP. You might want to watch yourself on
Yeah,
that.
you
That's
don't really want to trade around those earnings, man. It's
nah,
volatile.
it'd be too risky. Dutch Bros. We got earnings far in the future. Dutch Bros is good. I feel like it's more long term. Got some decent bullish structure, but we need to push higher. We need to be attacking the $74, $75 area. So hopefully we can continue to get some bullishness out of Dutch Bros. It'll be good. Everybody go buy that delicious coffee. Fuck around, might get my ass some tonight. I gotta get some gloves, boy. I've been cold as shit. That's why I need to be betting on the weather, the prediction markets. I saw an interview on Robin Hood.
Talking about volatile.
He was talking about prediction market's been doing real good for them as a business.
Oh yeah.
Nvidia down with the bearish continuation. What's going on? Everybody in AI dropped. It said shares drop amid rising doubts about tech stock valuation. Same thing they said for Oracle and Broadcom, especially concerning AI spending as investors react to the high cost of AI technology and development. I mean, what y'all thought, fam? Like, for real. Netflix, going through it. Netflix plans to borrow $59 billion to finance its acquisition of Warner's film unit. And streaming competitor HBO is part of a total offer of $83 billion that includes debt. They still got to compete with Paramount's $100+ billion offer to buy Warner's and HBO. Yeah, it's crazy. Trying to stop the boss from being a monopoly in the media world. Big Bear is nothing of significance just yet. Had a lot of pops, but it looked like this is just a lot of spiky ass volume type shit. But to give it some time, might get some big contracts, do some deals with some other companies. Maybe they might come up with a new efficient way to go about doing things, and we could be looking at this company as like, remember when they were $7, just like all the other companies. But it should take time, especially when you're only worth $2 billion. You got companies borrowing 50. So it's definitely going to take some time. Cisco got rejected heavy these past 2 days after trying to reach its all-time high of 82. But, oh, yeah, Cisco just going along for the ride, though. Man, they're not really like super AI as far as they're gonna say the AI company. They are benefiting from it from a networking type of security type of standpoint. Kind of like the gold mine, the gold rush era.
Yeah, they like the OGs.
They're the OGs, but they kind of niched. You know, they good at what they do, and they stay focused on being good at what they do. Like they're not like, ooh, AI, let's put all our money into that. Like, nah, the shit that we make, all them AI companies still gotta come fuck with us. So we good. Like I said, they got shovels in the gold rush. You gotta come to me unless if you about to dig with your hand. Walmart with a nice little push. Damn, boy. Walmart. Shit.
Yeah, I got back in Walmart.
Damn. I want to see what Monday is going to do, and I will get back into. It was a risky buy down here, but it wasn't bad. Kitchen at 113, that was holding real good. Some risk involved in that, but it's a smart risk. Look at it now. It's up $3 from that price. So it's not bad. It's not bad. Walmart is looking like another buy opportunity. Pretty much the only stock we kind of watching right now that deserves to be up. I mean, I guess you could argue with Tesla, but Netflix, I know that's just that last little push they had, but yeah. I don't know. Could Netflix be a real good buy right now? $95 from a high of 130, just in what's this, July? 126 in August.
I would say yeah.
I agree. I totally agree. Yep, I'm gonna wait for the first weekly bullish candle close and go long Netflix. I would give it that much. I wouldn't even watch the daily. I would look at the weekly on the ads. First time they give me a green candle from all that selling, that'd be like buying down here. Type shit. All buying. Get stopped out by again. But yeah, I put a weekly on Netflix. Palantir, not bad. Not bad at all. Palantir, I think, recently got like 2 more contracts from the government. So that's a company that's going to always beat their earnings because they always earning. They can't stop earning. So they're going to always beat that shit. I guess the day when they don't, that's when you need to start worrying. But Palantir looks good. I think they too are going for all-time highs, pushing past 208. Palantir is one of them ones. But yeah, for the most part, that's all we got right now. We're just continuing to wait. Gold, hold up. Hold up. I think gold loving that Fed injection of that QE2. Quantitative easing means gold is about to go on a rip. I think gold on a rip just because I'm certain.
Buy gold. Buy gold.
For real. Yeah, gold for real. Yep. So right now, we will just continue to monitor the positions we have in. We can't really do nothing about the stock market just yet until tomorrow. So no need to dwell on that too much. But as far as AU, we want more bullish continuation. Like we're still trying to attack this 50% range right here that we have. Like I said, it's okay for it to dip below it, build some bullish structure like we did here. Bullish engulfing. We'll see how well we respect that. But UJ is selling. Good sales. Good sales in UJ. If I had a little bit more money, I would add it to that. But UJ is working out. I mean, the dollar is starting to push down. The dollar not even doing too much of nothing, but that's all UJ needs. You just need that direction. It'll take care of the rest. Man, the VIX is pretty high. A big percentage. That's another thing to keep an eye on too, especially in QE terms. But yeah, man, we'll wrap this up. We'll be back live in the morning on Wednesday to pretty much wrap up the year. So think about it, because I know next week that's Christmas. We're gonna be busy in Marshall, and then the following week is New Year's. So I'm pretty sure we might do something New Year's, but as far as for trading and setups, like probably gonna be the last weekday lives we're gonna do before Christmas type shit.
That's what's up. That'll be our holiday live.
Yeah, man. Holiday live for sure. Besides next Sunday, next Sunday will probably be our last for sure holiday live. And yeah, that'll be it. Wrap up the week, close the books, talk to the accountant, pay the taxes, or don't pay the taxes. However you want to live your life.
Please pay the Live Uncle Sam is
Big
good.
old Wesley Snipes your ass. But nah, man. Like I said, we'll be back Wednesday for sure. See what the stock market is looking at. Talk to y'all midweek. See how these forex markets is looking. Hopefully, we continue with the same trajectory. And other than that, we'll be talking in the chat tomorrow morning and see what the market open up. But yeah, we done for the most part, bro. Oh, and don't forget, man, we got crazy ass news on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Let's look at it one more
Yes,
time.
be cautious this week.
We have Tuesday NFP, Wednesday retail sales and CPI for Euro, Thursday CPI inflation rate and jobless claims for USD. So, Lord have mercy. Yeah, this week about to be crazy, crazy for forex. So, get your money ready. But with that being said, we are going to wrap this up, and we'll be back. I don't know if we have to live. I don't know. I gotta check that. I don't know if we're on live right now. I don't know how to click it, but nonetheless, we will be back Wednesday. But yeah, man. Anything else you got, bro? I'm gonna wrap this shit up.
Um, be cautious this week with the crazy news coming out. But yeah, man, they definitely got some things that could be popping, man. There'll be some lot of volume happening, I think, throughout the beginning of next year, heading all the way into like April. So yeah, man, be patient, let the dust settle, and you know, enjoy time with the fam. And we'll get back to it heavy. But if y'all looking to trade, be cautious this week. But other than that, like I said, we'll be tapping back in Wednesday and possibly Thursday for for the end of this week. That's for
Yes.
Sunday live. We'll see y'all next Sunday for the final live of the year, man. Let's get it.
Yes, sir.
World Cup. Mhm.
Yeah, they've been talking about that a lot too, bro.
Yes,
Getting ready.
advertising already.
Nah, big facts. But yeah, man. We'll see y'all again next week. Like I said, Wednesday and Sunday. All right, y'all. Peace.
Peace, peace.
Mm.